I lost my best friend 14 years ago. We were both just 20 at the time, and he had recently discovered that his girlfriend was pregnant. I don't want to dive too deeply into how he passed, but it was traumatic for me. To put it simply, he died in my arms. We had been best friends since we were 7. He was the kindest person I've ever known, and I had a deep platonic love for him. Losing him the way I did really messed me up. I spiraled into a dark place and almost lost myself. It was only after I moved to a different state that I began to heal. His girlfriend was pregnant when he passed, and I wanted to be there for her, but I wasn't in the right mindset. Sadly, when their son was born, she also fell into a spiral. Without any support, she took her own life when he was about 2. I won't lie, when I heard about her death, I thought about doing the same and fell back into a dark place. After that, I tried to keep tabs on what happened to their son. My best friend's parents had disabilities and couldn't take him in, and his girlfriend's family was absent. Tragically, he ended up in foster care. That's all I knew about him until a few weeks ago. Although I often thought about him, I had put that part of my life behind me. I hadn't returned to my hometown since leaving, and with no family ties, I never felt the need to go back. Then, out of the blue, I received an email from my best friend's son, now 14. He found me on LinkedIn, and I was genuinely shocked. The email was long, but here are the key points. He received a box from his grandparents after his grandmother passed away. Inside were pictures of my best friend and me from our childhood and teenage years. There was also a note from his dad, written when he found out about the pregnancy. In it, he expressed his excitement about becoming a father and his desire to be the dad he never had. He mentioned that I would always be by his side. The son wants to meet me to learn more about his dad and hear stories from our childhood. From what he wrote, it sounds like he's had a tough upbringing, moving through several foster homes, some of which weren't pleasant. He seems eager to connect with someone who knew both his mom and dad. He left his contact details, including his phone number and where he lives. I'm ashamed to admit that I haven't responded. I'm in a good place in my life now. I have a wife and 2 daughters. It took me a long time to move past my friend's death. When I looked at the Instagram account he provided, I was struck by how much he resembles my late friend. Same facial features, blonde hair, blue eyes. It terrified me. I fear that if I respond and connect with him, it might pull me back to that dark mental space I was in after my friend's death. I feel like I have no one to talk to about this. My wife doesn't know about my best friend, let alone that he has a son. I've kept it all to myself. Part of me wants to drive to my old hometown and meet him, maybe even take him in if he'd let me. The other part wants to ignore it all and pretend he doesn't exist, leaving my past behind for good.